Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well today. I am coming at you with part 1 of 2 of the thrift hauls that I've been working on for my channel. Anyone that knows me knows that I love thrifting, I love finding a good bargain, and I like finding retro or vintage pieces or books. I'm a big thrifter of books, which we will get into in part 2 of the series here. This first video is going to be all of the thrifty items that I have picked up from an app called Depop, which I will link down below. Depop is an app sort of like Poshmark or one of those. Basically it's a buying and selling app, so I could go on and post a ton of my clothing and sell it for, you know, whatever cost I deem fit. And that's what a lot of people do. They are resellers and they'll go thrift in their hometown and curate a bunch of items, pick a bunch of them that they like, and then they will resell them. So I only use Depop to find like old or vintage or retro thrifty pieces. Part 2, which I will post of course after this one, is going to be a big old thrift haul that is focused on all of the pieces that I personally have shopped for. So whether I went to St. Vincent de Paul or Goodwill, yada yada yada, whatever have you. Actually, I think I only went to Goodwill and St. Vincent de Paul, because those are really the only good thrift stores in this area in my opinion. But that one will be all of my own finds, and I will post that, you know, after this one, clearly. Since these items are from Depop, if I can remember the seller's name, I will go ahead and add them into the description box. The first few pieces I got are miscellaneous pieces, but there is a YouTuber actually that resells on Depop. Her name is Melissa Toddy, or at Threads Obsessed on most social media. I'll make sure to link her below. She's like the thrifting queen. She lives in Canada and their thrift stores are poppin' there. So she finds a lot of good stuff, and I've bought a lot of items off of her since joining Depop. So I'll make sure her information is listed below. You should definitely go check her out if you love a good thrift haul, trip with the thrift, or just like to be motivated in general, because she's very inspiring. All of this rambling aside, let's go ahead and get started with the first few items from Depop. Alright, this first piece is actually a vintage Columbia pullover. It is like this cobalt marine blue purple color with the black and the hot pink accents. I think this is a men's large, which I am totally fine with because I love wearing oversized clothing. Some of you probably think this looks very grandma or grandpa-esque, but I like it, and I'm going to probably pair this with leggings. Super comfy, super retro, love it. The next item of clothing I have is this tie-dye t-shirt, because would it really be any sort of clothing haul on my channel if I didn't have tie-dye? Probably not. So this one is actually a what is this? Not Habitat for Humanity. Harmony for Habitat Miami University. It's got a yin-yang symbol and this really fun classic tie-dye print, and then it just talks about whatever event this was to begin with. I don't know what it is about a really good worn-in tie-dye shirt from a thrift store, but I buy them like no tomorrow. Next up is this color-blocked oversized sweater. I don't know what the camera is pulling this color, but it's like a chartreusey green color, and then of course the black bottom, and I loved how soft this was, and I liked the color pairing as well. Those 3 items were the miscellaneous pieces that I found off of Depop. Now we're going to go ahead and move into all of the stuff from Melissa Toddy's shop, or again at Threads Obsessed. It'll all be linked below. The first item that I picked up from her is actually, again, some more vintage Columbia. I'm always looking for Columbia at the thrift store because most of their older or retro pieces are super fun in colorway and in style, just a little wacky, which personally I love a unique piece. This, of course, is a lightweight jacket. You would probably wear this transitioning from fall into winter. The camera is, I think, washing it as more blue, but it's a true dark purple with like a magenta inner. I actually picked this up from her when she was doing her thread boxes, which basically was you pay a flat rate and you give her a list of answers to the questions she asks you, and then she picks, I don't remember, 1, 2, 3, like 5 or 6 pieces and sends them all to you based off of your recommendations. And I was extremely impressed. She nailed everything that I talked to her about, and she came in strong with this really pretty Columbia coat. The next piece that she picked out for me is just this blue Nike graphic tee. It has Nike with like a tiling pattern and some orange accents on it, like so. I had told her that I really liked wearing oversized graphic tees or graphic tees in general, so she included quite a few of them. And yet again, another Columbia piece she picked out for me is just this plain oversized red Columbia t-shirt, just says Columbia on it. This is a men's medium, and it's large and in charge, which is totally fine. I'll put it on with a pair of leggings and it'll be great to knock around the house in or to run errands in. This t-shirt has a really nice worn-in feel to it, which again I love. They're normally just softer and more comfy. The next piece that she picked out for me in that same thread box was probably my least favorite. Harley Davidson stuff right now is really a trend, which is fine. I get it. Personally, it's just not for me. I don't have much interest in motorcycles or anything to do with them, but I know that right now the style is very popular. So she found me, again, in the men's large, a Harley Davidson shirt from 1995, which it is old. It's very cool. It's from the Bayer Sports Center in Pennsylvania. I think that's what the PA is. So it's kind of got a fun background on it. I'll still wear this, of course, to knock around in, but it's not my favorite piece on account of the fact that I'm not a huge Harley Davidson fan. One of the extra things that I told Melissa when I ordered from her is that I love little duffel bags, travel bags, carry-on bags, what have you. I have a collection of them myself, but it's super rare and hard to find really cool vintage ones, which I love. And she came through and she got me this yellow Adidas duffel bag. The color is really washed out here. Let me see if I can get it without the glare. It's got all of the little trifoil things on it in this yellow big zip. It is a smaller duffel. It's not really that big, but it is deep. This is going to be really good for just chalking things in it and going to the gym, or if I was going somewhere for one night and I was like already wearing my pajamas and just needed to throw a couple things in here, that'd be great. She, a thrift queen, I tell you, like, it's crazy the amount of good stuff she finds. You guys have to check her out. From other shopping experiences with her, I picked up a few more items that weren't in the like threads box. All those items you saw were in the thread box. Another Depop purchase that I made from her was, I think, a 2 for $25 graphic tee bundle. She does little sales here and there, and she does 2 for $25 graphic tees. You know, she used to do them fairly often because it's a pretty good deal. So the first one I snagged was this gray Adidas top. It's in a women's XL, I think. Yep, a women's XL. This is just gray, of course, but it has these super fun, like, crazy patterned pocket and matching sleeves. I absolutely adore this top. It's light and airy, and it's a little bit more modern, which I enjoyed because most of the things I got were pretty, like, old or older. I enjoyed this one because it still had a little bit of modern flair to it. And the last graphic tee that I picked up from Melissa was this really nice green oversized Reebok tee. I liked this piece because of the colorway. Green is my favorite color, and I don't own a lot of Reebok, and you can tell this is not really a recent Reebok shirt, just based off of the pattern and the lettering of the word Reebok in itself. So I was happy to add this to my graphic tee collection. Keeping on the Columbia train, we also have an actual Columbia fleece here that is oversized. Is this a large? What is this? It's a men's large, and it is a full zip instead of the half or the quarter zips, and it's black with all of this fun patterning on it. She had shown this item in one of her trip to the thrift videos where she of course shows herself thrifting, and I peeped it, I saw it, I was obsessed with it. I was like, yo, I have to have this. So I messaged her personally on Depop and just mentioned it that if she was going to put it up to let me know because I wanted to buy it. And she was so sweet. You know, I am a loyal customer, I would say, of hers. I definitely am always checking her Depop because she finds great things. So she was kind enough to let me know I am putting it up right now, like it's yours. And it is mine. I love it for the colder days when I'm knocking around at home or to wear out during the fall. The pattern is super fun and you won't find anything like this much in the Columbia line anymore. This last item that I have for you guys for this part 1 thrift haul is actually not from Threads Obsessed or Melissa Toddy. I made an oopsie. This item is from a random seller as well. It's kind of Columbia-esque in what it is. It's like a big oversized fleece. It's got the turquoise, mustard, and like burgundy colorway. It's vintage. It's from a brand called Jeanswear, and the tag looks very vintage. This item is super soft and cozy and perfect for those fall or winter days where you need a little extra layering. Overall, it was such a cool find, and I can't wait to live in this for the rest of Wisconsin winter. Alrighty guys, that was my quick little Depop thrift haul for you. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and make sure you stick around because part 2 of my own thrifted finds is coming to you soon. And as always, if you are watching my videos and haven't subscribed, definitely click the little subscribe button below. It would mean everything to me. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you later.